Good morning, everyone. Or as a friend of mine in Greece starts off his walks, kalimera, 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 which might be a reference to RuPaul's hello, hello, hello. Or maybe not, I don't know. But good morning. I am here with my coffee in hand. And as you can see, it is an incredibly foggy morning. And I woke up and I'm like, well, I don't really have anything to do this morning. So why not get up and go for a walk? I mean, it is F, everyone. Foggy AF. Like, the visibility is like non-existent. But yeah, I kind of felt like waking up. I mean, I looked out the window and I'm like, you know what? It is, it is foggy. It's, hello, Davis Blocks. Good morning. Welcome to, I don't know if you're in Toronto, but today in Toronto, it is incredibly foggy. And I woke up and I'm like, I don't really have anything to do. So I made my coffee and I'm gonna go for a morning walk. It's a Saturday. Don't work an office job, so I don't usually wake up and make coffee and get out the door anymore. And it's cool, but warm. Good morning. And how are you? Are you in Toronto today? I'm making my way to Pape Street, which is kind of known as Toronto's like new Greek village. So the Greek village started off on the Danforth, and I'll make my way to the Danforth too. But yeah, I guess, you know, rents just got very expensive. No, I'm in Canada. Well, we're in Canada. I used to be a flight attendant. I've flown everywhere. I've been all over the country. Apparently, I'm getting a signal that says that my transmission is unstable due to a weak network connection. Love getting that, by the way, especially since I'm in the middle of the city and have no idea why that would be the case. What's that? Oh, wow, that is like... Huh, look at this. I wonder if that's on purpose. But that is loud AF. Are you somewhere nicer in Canada than this? Oh, you know what? I'm actually not mad at fog. Fog is at least a mood. You know what I mean? Fog is a mood. You can kind of almost feel the sun perking up, trying to push through. Right? That shit was loud. I don't know why anyone would want to do that on purpose. So now we're on Pape Street, and I'll just kind of give everyone, but like Pape Street is barely visible. Like, has anyone watched Silent Movie? Sorry, not Silent Movie, Silent Hill, the movie. Remember Silent Hill, the movie? That's what this is giving. This is giving, it's so dark, it's so foggy, it's giving Silent Hill, the movie. That's what I'm getting. It's like I'm walking through Silent Hill. I'm gonna turn this around just so everyone can see. Hello to everyone that just joined. Like, this is how foggy it is in the city of Toronto this morning. That is wild, right? Got my coffee in hand. So for those of you who don't know, Pape Street is soon going to be home. The main street, I do apologize, but yeah, Pape Street is soon going to be home to the city of Toronto's new Ontario line. So soon this will all be a construction war zone, and just over there is Cosburn, and there's going to be a fresh new station there. Hello to the people who just joined. Welcome on my morning walk through Pape Village, which is becoming increasingly Toronto's like second Greektown. Whenever it's foggy in Canada, I feel like I'm in a movie, right? Even in the cities. Hello, Mick, Shane, family. See, just to give you a sense. See? Pape Village. It's a Greek restaurant. And then right across the street is another Greek restaurant. Hey, you walking in my neighborhood. Hello, Great North. You're a Danforth. You're a Danforth boy. You're an East Ender too. I mean, look at what's happening here. This is wild. Great North, you in and around the same area? I'll let people focus a little bit on the fog for now. Oh, this was a Greek, like, I don't want to call it club, but like it was almost like a nightclub called, I think, Bolitini. And it looks like they've done absolutely nothing. They've done absolutely nothing with it. So hopefully when the weather's nicer. There's a lot to see and do in the city, but hopefully again when the weather's nicer. Cosburn and Donlands. Oh, look at that, we are close. We are close. I was actually at one point looking at a condo there, the one and only condo across the church at Donlands and Cosburn. What were you wondering, Devis Blocks? Hello to the people that just joined. I don't know why I'm getting a transmission isn't. Welcome. I dare you to stop at a fast food restaurant. I mean, listen, that's not a dare, okay? Honey, that's not a dare. Don't get it twisted. I love my McDonald's. I everywhere I travel, and I've traveled, I mean, this is gay solo travel. I have traveled. I love to try out different McDonald's all over the world. My friends mock me, but I'm gonna see if I can parlay that into some sort of branded opportunity with McDonald's, because I love McDonald's. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't do it. I will take you up on that offer. I will take you up on that offer. For McShane, I'm actually in the so I actually have a video made on my Toronto top, and it's based off of an article that I wrote about my Toronto top 10. And Toronto, I would say, really is, it really is all about the neighborhoods. It really is all about being outdoors. So make sure that you try to come here during a time when you can be outdoors. Like Toronto indoors, especially now that we lost the Science Center, not super interesting. There's things to do indoors, don't get me wrong, but it's not like Paris or New York or this and that. We're not a city of landmarks, but we're a great city to walk through and explore. Great North said, how come I've never bumped into this handsome guy? I don't know. I'm always out walking. This is what I'm doing. I'm out walking and talking. Air. I dare you to stop at a fast food restaurant. Air? What do you mean, Devis Block? I wish summer comes back. How about you? Yeah, I'm desperate for summer to come back. I need summer to come back. So let me just turn this around just so everyone can see. For those of you who aren't in the neighborhood, just to give you a sense of not only the fog, but like, so this is one of the upcoming areas of where they're doing construction for the new subway line. You're a driver. See, I'm not a driver, I'm a walker. But yeah, this is going to be our new normal. So it's gonna get, oh look, it's a bunch of people out for their morning jog. I guess like me, people are looking to get their steps in early in the morning. I do want to apologize. I'm not using, I'm in the process of purchasing a new set of mics. What country is this? Hi, City Abdi, or Clee, C-L-I-Y, Clee Abdi. This is Toronto. Welcome to Toronto. Foggy Toronto in Canada. How are you? Hello to the people that just joined. Nice mohawk. You know what's funny? Is this a mohawk though? And I asked this because when I used to work as a flight attendant, I used to get into arguments with managers all the time. And I'm like, this is not a mohawk. This is a high and tight, or my version of a high and tight. Because you see how I have a receding hairline here? If I don't do this particular haircut, the hair don't look good. This is like the only haircut that I can do that looks good on me, because it works with the natural like contours of my hairline. My pool is Peppa Pig's favorite place because I'm just muddy. Oh, I love Peppa Pig. Who doesn't like Peppa Pig? How much do you want me to gift you money? Oh, you don't have to gift me money. I just do this for fun for now, but that's very sweet. And also, I don't think I can be gifted money because I'm not technically monetized yet. I think it's a mohawk. A high and tight is usually much nicer. Oh, why are you insulting me? This is a nice haircut. Are you kidding me? Listen, this works really well for my face. Where are you from? I am from Toronto. Hi, Suna. I'm from Toronto. I'm from Toronto, born and raised. I'm a rich person. Oh, that's so lovely. Are you going to the casino now? No, I'm not going to the casino. I am in Greektown. And it's like 8 o'clock in the morning here. If I was going to the casino at 8 o'clock in the morning, sorry bro, I'm insulting every live stream today. It's my birthday. This is what you're doing? You're going out and you're trolling people? Say something nice about me. Hi Game Boy. Say something nice about me. Man, FA here as well. You are? I won't say what airline I worked with, but it was the big one. We never even worked with each other? Great North, I'm gonna have to message you privately afterwards since you live in the neighborhood and apparently did the same job as me. I am near Cochrane, Ontario. Oh, I love Cochrane. During COVID, my friends and I, we really were those bad Torontonians that just kind of got in our car and went everywhere to discover Ontario. Anything that was like in a 3-hour radius, we went out and we visited. You're the most positive person I've trolled all day. Look at that, Kalina. Look at that, thank you. It's the coffee. It's the coffee. And I do want to apologize. I hope that the voice is okay. I ordered some new microphones. The ones that I use, unfortunately, don't allow me to connect my external battery. And so my phone dies within like 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that the voice is okay. The coffee will do it. Look at that, Colina. I've warmed you up. I've changed you from a birthday troller to a friend. You see what the power of coffee and positivity can do? Hello, URL Okaste. Nice haircut, bro. You will get all the girls. Thanks, CLY. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. I could maybe get all the girls. The voice sounds great. No wind. You're killing it, brother. Look at that. You went from troll to my new super fan. Happy birthday, Kalina. Show me your coffee cup. Delicious Nescafe. People mock me for my Nescafe, but listen, I'm Greek, okay? I'm Greek, and this is my culture. Don't you come for my Nescafe. Don't you come for my Nescafe. Although people in Greece really like, what is it called? Espresso freddo? Espresso freddo or something like that? Ugh. No, I'm Canadian. This is immigrant. This is immigrant nonsense. Although, again, Greek people do drink Nescafe, but largely for like frappes. But I drink it all the time. It's because you're so positive, brother. Just look at that energy right out here. I do have a pretty good energy. I do have a pretty good vibe. That is very true. That's what I bring. I try to bring positivity. And generally speaking, I am a positive person. Where did you get it? I love the shade. So I got this maybe 15 or 20 years ago at Starbucks. Yeah, so I don't know what, and I feel like Starbucks is just a bit of a mess right now. They're trying to figure themselves out, right? Like they're not sure what their brand is, what their vision is anymore. How much are those glasses? I got these glasses, thank you. I got these glasses at, not Warby Parker, what's the other one? What's the other kind of hipster one? Bailey Nelson. Bailey Nelson. I got these at Bailey Nelson. Girls with beards. That's right, Grey North. I got these at Bailey Nelson, and I think they were, I think Bailey Nelson does like 2-for-1 deals. So I think it was like 2 for $400. So I guess $200. But then I paid extra to have like a bunch of extra stuff added on. And I usually, here, I'll give you guys so what I look like without my glasses. Ugh, because I'm still holding my cup of coffee. But yeah, just to give you a sense of what I look like without my glasses. I have to wear my glasses because I can't read the messages if I don't have my glasses on. If you don't ask me, how old are you? I'm turning 43 in a couple of months. But see, the smart thing is you gotta cut out those white hairs in your beard. You gotta cut out the white hairs, that's the key. Thank you! You should do sales. I guess I could do sales. I mean, I quit my job as a flight attendant a month ago. I had enough of the company I worked for. Yeah, I had enough of working for the airline that I worked for. So now I'm in a period of transition and I'm trying to decide what it is that I want to do as a career. So maybe I will look into sales. But in a way, aren't I selling myself here? So why work for a company when you can work for yourself? Great North. Am I on the apps? I am on the apps. I'm on the main one. We'll leave it at that. Happy early birthday. Thank you. So I'm going to turn this around for just a second, just so you can see, because we hit a bit of a critical intersection. Okay, everyone. So we are now at Pape Station. So let me zoom in, just so everyone can see. So that's Pape Station, and Pape Station is, it's traditionally a very important station on the TTC subway line. As you can see, it's undergoing tremendous construction right now because it is going to be the site of, it is going to be where the new Ontario subway line is going to be connecting with the Bloor Danforth line. So what will be line, I don't know, 7 or 8 is going to intersect with line 2, the green line. So that's a connecting station now, and it's a pretty busy station because it's where a lot of buses, previous to its construction, came in from like a lot of the suburbs, from Thorncliffe, from Flemington. So it's been tough for a lot of people. I mean, as you can see, like they're doing a lot of like bus loading, like out on the street because the actual bus depot area is shut down. Oh, I'm missing a comment, sorry. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for joining Clee, CLIY, Abdi. There's a chance, but my profile is discreet. Cool. Not to be crass, but we're literally aiming to hire gay people for sales because they're so charismatic and good with so many different people. That is not crass. Listen, listen, the gays, we like, listen, okay? The gays did not go from being technically, and if you look back from like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s where, you know, homosexuality was illegal, we didn't go from being like considered insane and criminalized to being what we are today without charisma. Do you know what I mean? We didn't go from the world hating the gays to loving us because we don't have natural charisma. So yes, you hire those gays to do your sales. That's a brilliant strategy. I support this strategy. Hello, Lolo Grinch. I'm Angelo, which I'm actually Greek in Greektown, there it is. Not Italian. So there is a closer look at Pape Station, everyone, and we're almost at Danforth. Oh, so for anyone who's Canadian, can we talk for a second about Swiss Chalet? Okay, if you're not from Canada and you come to Canada, you have to come to Swiss Chalet. You have to come to Swiss Chalet. It's like a rotisserie chicken mainstay that everyone here loves. You have to try the chalet sauce. Everyone loves the chalet sauce. That's such a great point. Hit the doors yourself, bro. Thanks. I'm gonna try doing my independent stuff. I'm gonna work on my YouTube channel. I'm working on a book as well. I have a PhD and I used to teach at university, so I'm thinking of maybe doing some either private tutoring, or maybe instead of paying a university to teach a course there, why not just create the course and put it on YouTube and have people pay me? Why should I sell myself to a university or a corporation when I can just maybe work for myself? And you know what, if that doesn't work out after a year and I'm almost homeless, then back to the world of work I go, you know what I mean? But I'm in my 40s and I'm ready to try things out for myself. All right, everyone, here we are, we're approaching the Danforth. I'm gonna turn this around just so everyone can see what the Danforth looks like. Shout out Poke Norman Mangusin. Thanks, Robert Durano, I think. I don't know who that is. So this is the new site. So this is Pape and Danforth. Usually a pretty busy intersection. And again, one that is undergoing just a lot of transformation as a result of the, you guys are sense, so just as a result of the Ontario line being built. So you can see, and unfortunately there was a point when Taste of Danforth unfortunately was, but again, as you can see, very Greek, was canceled, but they just made an announcement that Taste of Danforth is coming back. So yeah, traditionally very Greek, it's a Greek neighborhood. For those of you who aren't from Canada, or Toronto, I should say, you need to know that our raccoons are our unofficial, I guess almost official now, mascot. If you hit the doors today selling fucking pressure washing, you'll make $300 an hour, my word to God. Huh. I love pressure washing. You know that they made a game out of pressure washing? They made a game out of it. I almost bought it, but it was like 18 bucks. So foggy today on RSV, and there is already airport ground stuff. Oh, you're on reserve? Okay, Great North, like message me privately afterward. Like clearly we need to talk if you're on reserve. Actually, one of the reasons why I quit my job was because I was forced onto reserve in February. And I was like, you know what, I'm done with this job. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm gonna go AFK real quick. What's AFK? What's AFK? Pressure washing. Why pressure washing today? Because it's like foggy and it's a good day to clean things? Also, I just want to show you guys this church. This is a really pretty Catholic church on the Danforth. What a great series that would be. Tell your story and fucking document the process. I'll follow along. Shit, my girlfriend's sitting here watching me with you now. You're captivating, bro. Go for it. You know what, Kalina? Listen, this is warming my heart. This is warming my heart because you started off saying that you were going around trolling people, and here you are championing me and giving me job ideas. Look at this. This is the good part of the internet. People could take this walk video and turn it into a study of how positive the internet can be. Away from keyboard. Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you. It's home services. There's always be dirt no matter the company, the economy. That's true. You're too positive, bro. Well, thank you. This is what happens when you quit a job you no longer like. I'm considering leaving as well, on reserve since December. I'm really, really sorry to hear that, Great North. Trust me, I was on reserve for a year, and the only reason I stayed with the company is because of my root language, Greek. So I was actually able to fly to Athens all summer, which was a dream to begin with. And then when you're just constantly doing overseas, and you go to the airport at sunset and you're staying up all night, and then you're arriving overseas and you should be so excited, like, I'm in Athens, I'm in Greece, I'm gonna go out, and all I wanted to do was sleep and go to bed. I'm just like, damn, this job is just not for me. I guess I'm gonna go into sales for power washing. I'm actually gonna think about that. I'm not even kidding. So again, just to give everybody just a little bit of a panorama, hello to the people who are joining. Welcome to this really foggy walk this morning. This is wild. I would say it's starting to clear, but it really isn't. Welcome back. Collect 50% up front. I'm just outside the GTA, by the way. 15 years in the airline though. I'm not that new, but new to the current company. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. I believe it or not, I left it more because of the company I worked for, and we're not mentioning what name that is, but I did enjoy the job at parts, and given the nature of this channel, like, I might actually apply next year to work for a different airline. Maybe it was just the airline that wasn't working. Healthy Planet, shout out to Healthy Planet. If you like healthy food, they have good vegan options if you're into that as well. I should probably do like a walking video where I actually talk about the Danforth and different restaurants and stuff like that. I've just focused on myself, but I can't help it. I feel like I'm the star. Maybe I'll do that another time. We'll actually walk by and talk about different places to go and this and that. If anyone's ever coming to Toronto, I can send them to that video and be like, hey, stay off the Danforth. Why Alio now? I like the Danforth. The Danforth's great. Look how foggy and nice it is. Baskin Robbins, a really good pizza place. That's my hood, lol. No, it's my hood. I've been here for 40 years. Sorry, honey. We can share. Is this a Cookie Kwan situation? Stay off the west side? Stay off the west side! I guess, but in this instance, it's stay off the east side. I love our neighborhood since 2019. Oh, you moved here just before COVID? That must have sucked for people who like moved to anywhere just before COVID and they're like, I just got here. I'm like, ugh, sorry. I'm literally 5 minutes from you now. So then let me ask you guys this, if you're watching and you live off the Danforth, how do we feel about this? How do we feel about Dublin calling? I'm not gonna show the poor woman that's working there. How do we feel about Dublin calling opening up in our neighborhood? I don't love it. I don't like seeing tacky chains taking over mom and pop shops personally, but the economy is the economy. I just want to leave Canada because it's so cold. Listen, it's getting warmer. Tomorrow's gonna be 10 degrees. The day after it's gonna be 14 in Toronto. Dude, I want to see you knock a door on stream. What's knock a door on stream? Like, what's knock a door? Like, go door to door and like talk to people? Love the Danforth, 30 plus years. Okay, so it seems like there's a couple of like Danforth people here who like clearly love the neighborhood, which I do too. I could like, Toronto is such a big city, and like even once I pass the Don Valley, I'm just like, where am I? Let me talk a little bit about where I am now. So, really amazing. Wait, where is it? There it is. Athens pastry. If you ever come to Toronto and you're looking for like Greek pastries, like really good Greek pastries, like Athena over here. Oh, wonderful. Serrano. Oh, we walked by on Pape Street. And walked by Serrano. That's another really great place. Love the Danforth. Literally before COVID and with a new BF at the time, we didn't last. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Great North. Our real estate has suffered so much. Still good resale price. Yeah, I know. But listen, I'm also like looking to get into the market. So, you know, I understand, but also that's not necessarily the worst thing for people that are possibly looking to get into the market, you know what I mean? And, you know, markets go up, markets go down. So a little bit of some Greek establishments here. The Friendly Greek. The Friendly Greek used to be a lot bigger. That's also Christina's. I don't know if they still do it, but in the summertime here, I'm going to turn this around. Hello to the people that just joined. Christina's over here is a bit of an establishment because they used to do belly dancing. That's what they were known for. They were known for belly dancing on the weekends. Our real estate has suffered. Sorry, hasn't suffered. Oh, hasn't suffered. Okay. Damn. My sister broke her leg. She hops like she's... Oh. Okay, tell your sister not to hop on her broken leg. That's no good. That is not good at all. So not to get all nostalgic, I'm gonna turn this around for a second. Hello to the people that just joined. Welcome. And hit the doors, make a joke when they open it. Tell them, okay, listen. Kalina, listen, going door to door to tell people jokes, I have to go there for a reason because people are going to be pissed at me. And I can't film that. People are going to be mad. Can you imagine opening up the door and seeing some random guy there being like, let me tell you a joke? But listen, I like that we're talking ideas because this is all about being creative. But I just want to do a quick turnaround. Hello, everyone that just joined. So we are now at Logan and Danforth, and I would say this is almost like the heart and center of Greektown. And in case you don't believe me, like please take a look at all of these Greek arches in this park, Alexandros Platia. And again, Greektown, the Greek flag, another announcement, this pole over here. Very foggy in the distance, as you can see, still very foggy, but the sun is peeking through, which is making things very sweaty. That place over there, T.O.rture, nothing against the establishment, but my favorite bar, Brass Taps, was there and it's no longer there, and that makes me sad. Okay, we're gonna focus back on me. Morning, notice bird chirping, search up. I will, Josh, with Angelo. Do you remember Detroit Eatery? Yes, I remember Detroit Eatery. That's the problem. That's the problem with living in the same neighborhood for a prolonged period of time, is that you watch it transform into something completely different, which is great because that's life, right? Life is all about change and newness, but it's also sad because you're just like, oh, do you remember the good old days when, you know, I'm in my early 40s, so I'm hitting that nostalgia phase in my life. Where are we now? Yo, I can't believe I still have coffee in here. Cheers, write it down and I'll subscribe so I can make sure you do. Okay, Josh. You have convinced me. I will check out, I will check you out. Great family restaurant. Shout out to Chris and Alex and Mother. Yeah, shout out to them. Oh, I'll show you something else. There's a really great restaurant if you're looking for good takeout. It's not Square Boys. Square Boys is east. Sorry, yes, it's east of where I was on Pape. I haven't gone in that direction. I'm gonna save doing the east end with my friend Reddy Eddie. He's another fellow walktuber who lives in the area. So I wanna do that area with him. But, Messini. So if you're looking for some really good Greek takeout, and it's pretty affordable still. Before COVID, gyro was $6.25. Now it's like 12 bucks, so it's doubled in price, but still pretty affordable. So, and this is the location of the new Messini. So Messini's, another really great restaurant. It opened at the former Papa's Grill. Another really great establishment. Great family restaurant. Oh, that's the same comment, sorry. Well, it seems, oh, there's also a new breakfast joint over there, Stacked. It's a chain, but it's quite good. Pretty affordable, interesting options. They're kind of taking a page out of like IHOP's playbook. So they have like different crazy diabetic inducing like pancake platters and stuff like that. Sorry, it's gonna be loud for a second. I'm just gonna let this truck go by. Oh, so this used to be the location of Myth, and then after that it was Louis Cypher, a what's what I'm looking for? Craft brew place that went under, and I guess it's called Doom now. It's a really big space. I'm surprised that they haven't tried to like break it up. But hey, I'm shocked that I still have I'm shocked that I still have this much coffee. I can feel the sun poking through, by the way. And for those of you who come to Toronto, do try to visit the Danforth. The Danforth is a really lovely place to visit. And during the summertime, it's so lively. The patios are open. Oh, here's another really good restaurant over here, Astoria. Oh, so this is Cafe D's, Cafe Dimitri. Okay, Cafe D's is an establishment. I used to go there in high school when I couldn't drink or do any of those things. We would go there for dessert. Astoria, another really great place, another establishment on the Danforth. And I would say that we're hitting Chester. And Chester isn't necessarily the end of what I would call Greektown, because technically I think Greektown goes all the way to Broadview. However, I kind of consider it the end of Greektown. And I see the part after Chester as more like Riverdale. It's quote unquote, it's less, oh God, am I gonna be following the garbage truck now? I don't want to do that, that's horrible. All right, everyone, give me a second. I don't know what they're doing. So yeah, so I would say that past Chester Station, we kind of enter more, I'm gonna turn this around for a second just so you can see. We enter more of like the Riverdale area, so it's less, dare I say, ethnic specific and more general. And actually coming up right now, we are coming up to the Carrot Common. Sorry. It seems like they're turning left. Where are they going? Yeah, they're turning. So yes, so there you can see Carrot Common. This is Book City Bookstore. Go walk into a business and ask if they have anybody to wash their windows inside out. You can ride that out until 30K. Hello, Savage Survivor. If I told you you were 20 no's away from a yes, would you start right now? Kalina, why are you trying to sell me on this thing? I promise, listen, I will consider your window washing or power washing opportunity. But I need, right now, I need to finish this coffee. And I'm gonna consider it, I do promise you. Because cash money is cash money. And I don't necessarily mean like cash. I just mean like being able to kind of go out and do your thing is great. Okay, so everyone, I just wanna take a moment to show you this area over here. So this is Carrot Common. Something's going on here. Carrot Common. This is like there's the Big Carrot, which is like a cooperative grocery store back over there. So this is like a very like, I want to say like funky, new age. You know what? I'm going to walk through. Instead of walking by, I'm going to walk through. I know people, and I know when people can succeed, you're a winner. Oh, I love that you're my champion, Kalina. I love that you're my champion. I am a winner. All power was them. You'll power wash. Yeah, it's like it's just a small little, I don't even want to call it a strip mall because I think that would be like reducing it. Oh, there's a really good vegan restaurant, Fresh, right over here. We're gonna walk by it. Fresh is really good. It is a bit pricey. And again, I'm not a vegan myself, but every once in a while I like a good super powered, vegan meal. Oh, perfect. You can sell them and feel clean. Do you own a power washing company? Are you offering me a job? Is that what this is? Really good Indian restaurant. So we have, this is like Toronto, this is like multicultural to a core. Second Cup, a Toronto coffee chain. Chiang Mai, good Thai restaurant. Shiri Punjab, really good Indian food restaurant. Old Spot, pub, and then what's there? Oh, and it's a Pharmasafe now. I love that you can have, and this is Fresh's East End location. They have a really nice patio as well, by the way. Ooh. at the very edge of Terra Common. Oh, perfect. I'll sell them and he'll clean. I'm so immaculate. Great North, did you get anything good from cruise scheduling? Like, did you get any like overseas or anything good? I was looking at my schedule in February and I'm like, the prospect of having to sleep with my phone on and not being able to sleep and getting a call at like 3 o'clock in the morning, or even worse, getting a call at like 4 p.m. to stay up all night, do a red eye. No, I couldn't do it anymore. Okay, this container is amazing, but the coffee's getting cold, so I just need a minute to finish it off. How much coffee is in here? Jeez. As I chug my coffee now. Ugh. Ay, Dios mío. All right, everyone, just give me 1 second. I just need to put this away. Sorry for the crazy angles. And you know what? It is also just shockingly hot. I'm gonna take my jacket off for a minute. Sorry, everyone. People who are just joining, I apologize if you think that you've walked into something crazy. I'm just taking my jacket off. Okay, that's so much better. That's so much better. So it's actually warm, and like, just to give everybody a sense, like I put on my winter coat because I thought, oh, okay, you know, it's foggy, who knows what you're getting into, but no, it's actually kind of warm, and I did not want to wear this beast anymore. I was starting to dehydrate, especially after I chugged a gigantic coffee. You know, I'm gonna switch hands. I try to do this with my left hand, but it just does not work. Give you guys a little bit of a panorama, a little 360 of the Danforth. Maybe I'll do more of these morning walks. Very few people go on like walks in the morning. Maybe I'll do a few more of these morning walks. I don't know, you wake up, you're having your coffee at home, and you're like, I don't want to go outside. It's just like, let's just turn on Angelo. Maybe Angelo's out walking, doing something. And I will say, I feel much more awake, much more refreshed now. Like, I feel like I will go home, be more productive. You got your first employee. My first employee? Colleen, I'm gonna look you up when I go home. You fascinate me. And tell your girlfriend hi, by the way. Sorry, I'm just gonna move the battery pack. So yeah, in case you're wondering, battery pack. Because I'm using an iPhone SE2. Don't judge me. Phones are expensive. And I'm technically unemployed now. I have to upgrade my phone, but I've realized that if I don't have my phone attached to an external battery pack, I can do maybe 20 minutes and then it just collapses. It dies. Hello to the people that just joined. Welcome. Look at that, guys. Look, the sun's coming out. She says, hi, Angelo, and no, you're a business owner. Let's just go out into the middle of the street here, just so you can see. And then we're making our way towards Broadview. Oh, these are not sunglasses. I need to remember that. You know, I might go over the bridge a little bit. Take a look at what it's like walking over that bridge. I am an entrepreneur. That's right. You get the entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. Do you know when I learned the word entrepreneur? Remember The Simpsons? When The Simpsons were like great back in the day, when the writing was smart, when television used to be smart? It was that episode where Bart gets that job in the burlesque house, and Marge Simpson at the end of the episode goes to like bulldoze the house down, and she's like, don't you call me that, I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm just like, that's right, girl, you are an entrepreneur. Read my previous text. I'm so immaculate. Ooh. So this is the LCBO. For those of you who don't know, the LCBO is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, and it's our government owned and operated liquor store. But you can also buy beer and wine in convenience stores now. Oh, before that. Hold on. Power wash. Let me see if I can get a shot of the Danforth Music Hall. Okay, one second, everyone. I want you to see the Danforth Music Hall. So this is the Danforth Music Hall. At one point it was gonna shut down, but luckily they didn't. And this is a massive like venue for like artists, performers. If you come to Toronto, try to see something in there. It's a piece of Toronto's history. Oh, the sun is out. Ooh, the sun is out. I need to go buy a pair of prescription sunglasses. See, that's what I should have got before I quit. Prescription sunglasses. Damn. Next time. Some really good bars and pubs across the street, by the way, over here. Allen's, Noonan's Pub. They have really good patios in the back as well. So if you're ever in Toronto and you want to like grab a pint. Here's one of my favorite places. I'm gonna just throw this around. Here's one of my favorite places to hang out and have a drink now. Called the Black Swan. It's a bit of a dive bar, and I say that in a loving way. I really do. But you can get a pitcher for like 22 bucks. Like, where in Toronto can you get a pitcher for 22 bucks? Yeah, it's a Canadian or whatever, but who cares? Listen, I like craft beer. I once paid $30 for a Belgian lambic beer when I was in Peterborough. Out of all places in Peterborough, that's where I spent that money. But I also love a Pabst Blue Ribbon, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's worth spending the money on a $30 glass of beer for like a memory thing, and that's the only time I've ever done that. But a pitcher for 22 bucks, you can't go wrong with that. I'll spill the tea. I'm domestic prop operation. That'll give you a hint. Prop operation. Oh, I'm back. Welcome back. What's up? Black Swan, now I know where to find you. you coming to hunt me down? I'm almost at Broadview now. Although I don't really go out, I'm not gonna lie, I don't go out all that often to drink, but when I do, like, that's a good place to either start the night or even end the night, if you know what I mean. Oh, all the joggers are out. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna walk across the bridge a little bit. Guess what? I got a PS5. You know what? I'm not a PlayStation boy. I'm a Nintendo boy. But before I cross the bridge, I just want to give you guys all a little panorama of Broadview and Danforth. We're gonna cross the bridge. Believe it or not, there's actually a really big bridge over there. And we're gonna cross it just so we can see what it actually looks like. And there's a subway station right over here. Right back over there, there's a subway station. And actually, if you go down that way, where the buses are going, down over here, which is south, it'll take you to Riverdale Park, which I'm assuming is where all of those people are going right now. Yeah, so I'm a Nintendo boy. I also play like games on Steam, so I'm a PC. Oh, the camera was really close to my face. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I'm a Nintendo boy. I'm a PC boy. I'm not a PS boy, because I feel like, yeah, because I had Nintendo ever since I was young. I just committed to Nintendo, and that's what I stuck with. And now that I'm in my 40s, I'm still stuck with Nintendo, but I feel like everything can be done like on Steam, right? Like Steam has kind of taken over, and yeah, I either buy the games on my computer. My favorite is Mario Kart, but you can't play Mario Kart on PS5. That's a Nintendo game, and like Nintendo is very protective of... Oh, sorry everyone, my coat got caught on. I wonder if I can shove my coat in my backpack. Okay, let's walk. I'll do that in a minute. But you know what we're gonna do now? What we're gonna do now is, so that's Broadview Station over there, by the way. We're gonna cross this bridge. Oh, you watch it, okay. Maybe I'll do a Mario Kart. I actually do like Mario Kart. And I'll do a live stream of Mario Kart. People getting, wow. I'm gonna turn this around for a second just so you can see what we're kind of walking into. So So yeah, so that's the bridge. I'm really curious to see what the view, I'm curious to see what the view's gonna be like of the Don Valley. What time is it? Like, nine? I'm gonna turn this around for me. Do I have a wife? No. No. Did you read the title of this YouTube channel? It's 9:21. Okay, perfect. Oh, sorry guys. No. There we go. This jacket is really, really annoying me. Abdi, read the title of the YouTube channel. Read the title of the YouTube channel. I don't have a wife and I never will. But thank you for thinking that I would. It's getting a little bit noisier here, and again, yes, gay solo travel, there it is. So no wife. No wife. I am gay. No wife. Maybe a husband at some point, but no wife. But I'm gonna turn this around just so you can see what we're walking into. And actually, before we do that, here's a little parquet. This is a really big school. It's like a learning school. And I do apologize if this sound is gonna like tank. I'm gonna try to speak really closely to the microphone on my phone. Hello to the people that just joined. Oh, did you catch it now, Abdi? There you go. But again, thank you for thinking that I could. I appreciate it. Because for some people, they couldn't possibly imagine that. But I appreciate it. Yes, Paulina. I guess I should say John. Okay, so here's our first look. So that was our first look at I get bullied at school in grade 6. Oh no. Oh, you're in grade 6? And you're watching? This is wild. I mean, luckily this is obviously like very, very PG stream, and I actually try to do everything pretty PG. But do your parents know that you're watching this? I mean, I'm just walking around the city of Toronto, so it's not that bad, but I'm gonna turn this around. This is kind of eerie. Okay, well, if that's happening, Abdi, you need to make sure that, you know, you're talking to your school principal and you're getting help from people. He's the one who learned my business from now on, roughly $30K a month, and that drops off around October. Oh my God. Abdi, if this is happening in Toronto, like, I hope you got the police involved and that you're not at that school and that you charge at grade 6. It's not a course, it's just a thing to watch. Okay, I will watch it. Also, this is crazy, man. Which, the kid getting stabbed or how foggy everything is? Or both. It can be both. So yeah, so for those of you who are from Toronto, like that is usually a walking trail down over there and a bike trail. Both really. I agree. Abdi, listen, if that happens, you need to get the police involved and you need to make sure that you keep yourself safe and that you move schools and hopefully you're not there anymore. And I moved out of that school. Good. As someone who was also bullied when he was younger, I will say that it does get better, but I was never stabbed. But I'm very, very sorry that happened. Good. I'm glad you're better now. things get better. And look, you can become a YouTube superstar just like me in the future. Wow, it's kind of surreal. Do you know, again, going back to the Resident Evil, actually, like, Toronto is really used in a lot of movies. Going back to Resident Evil, they use this bridge at the end of one of the Resident Evil movies. Sad fact about the bridge, most suicidal bridge in North America in the past, right after they installed those. Yeah, it's true. So this is, for people who live in Toronto, we actually refer to this bridge as the suicide bridge, which isn't the most PG, you know, it's just, but it is, that's what we call it. We call it the suicide bridge. And technically it's called the Bloor Danforth Viaduct, or the Prince Edward something. Michael Ondaatje, the Canadian author, when he wrote the book In the Skin of the Lion, he actually wrote it about the construction of this bridge back in the 1920s. But yeah, they had to basically put up these rails because people were jumping off and killing themselves, usually onto the highway down over there. Sad. The number one, though, is the Golden Gate Bridge. I wish I could gift you money. That is okay. You save your money for yourself. You have college and your whole life ahead of you. You save that money. So foggy. It's crazy. So that is actually what you're hearing as a vibration. That is the subway. So the main reason this bridge was built was to connect line 2, right? It was the Bloor Danforth subway line. My pilot friend worked in 9/11 for 20 years. He told me stories, how many people called right before jumping, and he had to talk them out of it. Oh my God. You know, this is the sad, unfortunately, it's a sad reality. And it is a very sad reality, but, you know, it's always good to find mental health resources out there. It's always good to talk to people. You can see this one condo off in the distance over here. So foggy, just back over there. Oh, he's a 911 operator. Bro, really, after Abdi said he's being stabbed by bullies? We have to take care of ourselves. Ooh. And the sun is coming out. But yeah, again, like, it's... Here, I'm gonna do one more view of the city. Look at that. It really is beautiful, actually. I mean, unfortunately, you can't see much. But it's giving, and now that it's sunny, it's giving this very weird, kind of almost haunting, the vibrations, the mood is very something. It's sunny, it's foggy. We're almost at Castle Frank Station. It is sunny. Hi out, Cumnark. Welcome. I am walking over the Bloor Danforth Bridge. I'm almost at Castle Frank. Wow. I've been doing this for an hour. This is a good morning walk. Bye-bye, Abdi. Have a good time. Bye, guys. Abdi, take care of yourself, eh? And be safe. Sorry, everyone. I'm gonna try, I need to put this down for a second because I need to put my coat away because it's just not working for me. Is there a way to pause this? I don't know if there is. Hold on one second. Let me check to see. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I just wanna check to see if there's a way to pause this. Okay, love you, Will. I have to put this down, so everyone just give me 1 second. Okay, I just need to put my coat away because it is just not working for me. I'm still here. Just putting my coat away. I really should have brought a lighter jacket. All right, 1 second. Okay. Wait, where am I? There we go. All right, we are back. I will be back in 2 seconds. Wait, so how do I pause this? Hi everyone, sorry I had to take a phone call. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cross the street. Shh, that was our little secret. So that over there is Castle Frank Station, but I'm not gonna make my way into the downtown because I should probably go back home and, you know, have breakfast. And you know, just regular stuff. But this would actually be a really fun idea. These like morning walks, get to meet some new people. Some more joggers coming my way. I'm gonna turn the camera around for a second just so you can see what I'm walking back into. This is a really well-known art school, by the way, over here. Rosedale Academy. So now we're on the other side, and that way I can give you a view of the downtown. Do it daily. Maybe morning walk and talks with Angelo. It's why watch breakfast television when you can watch me and we can talk about a daily topic. Every day will be a different topic. I will become your source for daily news. Let's talk about, you know what, actually no, let's not talk about what's happening in Iran right now. Family is Greek and Cypriot. Greece is on high alert. Cyprus, you know, has a British military base there. Everyone there is quite nervous. We're not going to talk about that today. This is and I just lost a viewer. Someone's just like, oh, it's getting political, bye. and you're engaging, man. Like maybe Abdi was trolling, or maybe you really helped him and a kid gave him a community day. I know, no, it's true. So listen, I'm one of those people where even if I am being trolled, I believe I take people at face value, because I would rather be I don't want to say a victim of trolling, but I would rather someone, if that person is saying something true, I would rather just be the person that's there to help them. And if they're not, then that's on them, right? At the end of the day, we all have to be responsible for our own souls and who we are as people, and that's who I choose to be. Hello, Jimmy. Wonder what all the fog is from, right? You know what, so this is the other side, but like you can barely tell the difference. Like this is crazy. When's the last time you've seen this kind of fog here? But no, thank you, I appreciate it. And you're right, it could have been a young kid. I'm surprised, a couple of days ago I did a ride across the new Eglinton LRT, and apparently an 8-year-old joined, and I'm like, oh my God, these kids have access to, like, again, I'm in my 40s, right? So when I was a kid, there was no such thing as the internet. I got a computer when I was like 10, and the internet when I was like 15, 16 or something like that, right? So being able to just kind of have that kind of access is wild. I mean, what if I was talking all sorts of nonsense? I'm not well, I mean, yes, protect the children, but you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So I always try to keep that in the back of my mind. Because again, it could have been a young kid who hopped on. Let me do this again here. That, by the way, is a subway. That's the Don Valley over there. I'm back. I do want to apologize again. I'm not sure how the microphone is working. I have ordered some new mics, and the problem that I'm experiencing now is that, and I can only assume it's very loud, is that if I have my microphones in, my battery on my phone dies. So right now I have to have it charged to my external. And honestly, even with the microphones, the externals that I do have, when they're plugged in, they don't do enough of they honestly don't do enough of a charge. Jimmy, are you from Toronto? And also, I think the fog is basically because it's getting warmer, so there's just so much humidity, right? Like tomorrow, it's supposed to be 15 degrees today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 10 and sunny. The day after, 14 and sunny. But then apparently it drops back down to like -5. What the F? And bro, let's say I was a young kid. He now feels like he has a community and he's going to come back. And this is just off of one random live. No, it's true. It's true. And I think we need to offer like these poor young kids, like, and I know this is gonna sound, they need like an actual safe space. You know what I mean? They need like somewhere to feel safe. Like when I was a kid, there wasn't such thing as the internet. There was a lot of like control over what we saw. Although I still remember things like, you know, the Gulf War, so many wars, everything is defined by war. And of course, back in the 80s and 90s, like, you know, the AIDS epidemic too. But a lot of that was still controlled. It was on television or like newspapers. It's not like now where there's information everywhere. And so these young kids don't have that space, that distance. Even at school, like cyberbullying, like at least when I was made fun of, I was able to go home and it all ended at the front door. But those kids don't get that now. Walk every day for an hour, you're gonna grow financially and on socials. Kalina, I have to follow you. Because I feel like you're a business person. See, you know my problem is I went and I got a PhD and I did it in film and media studies. And the best part is like not even film and media studies where I learned how to make movies. Like I gained no technical skills, which is why my microphone situation is such a mess. No, I just studied film as an art form. But I'm getting business from you. I will take this business advice. I'll take this business advice because if this doesn't work out into something, I'm gonna have to go back into an office, but I don't know if I can survive office work. And it's a shame, not because of anything. Like, a job is a job. You show up, you do the job, but is it just me, or has the world of work just become just terrible? Can I just show up to work and do my job and just leave it at that? Do you have to call us a family? Do we have to do lunch and learns? That's my lunch hour. Let me go for a walk. Let me go to the gym. Why do I need to learn over my lunch period? Do it between 1 and 4 when I'm at work being paid anyways. Yeah, I need to work for myself. This is what I've realized. Even after working at an airline where I was a flight attendant, as I enter my 2nd month of blissful unemployment, I just kind of realized I think I just gotta make money on my own. I gotta be an entrepreneur. I gotta be a business person. Hello to the people that just joined. Oh, hello. Mission is weak due to low signal. And clearly I am also going to have to get a new service provider. I'm with Public Mobile right now, and I'm clearly gonna have to move over to like Bell or TELUS or something, because it's just, I keep on getting these weak signals and I'm in the middle of the city. So what the hell's going on? I love that I put my winter coat away and the sun disappeared and it's cold again. Okay, the signal thing went away. Cross real quick here. Put these glasses back on. To the people that just joined from Toronto, from somewhere else, it's very foggy here in the city. Although I think it's starting to clear up a little bit. Let's take a look. No, I mean, it seems clearer than before, at least. Let's see what it's like on actual Danforth. If I had breakfast, I would have continued. So we're back at Broad, and this takes you down to Riverdale Park. See, Danforth. Why is it doing this? Why is my phone being weird? 1 second. But yeah, I'm not gonna make my way down to Riverdale right now. That's... Everyone's out jogging. This is the thing for everyone. Everyone's out jogging. I'm not a jogger. I'm a walker. Jogging is its own thing. If you knock doors today, call them, pitch them, temp agency or marketing. Great attitude, morning walk. I think I might try to get into the habit. So I will say, despite the fact that I do enjoy walking and like I'm joining a small but growing community of what we call walktubers, people that like to film their walks and stuff. And there's a guy who lives in my neighborhood. His name is Ready Eddie. And there's another guy. I haven't met him yet, and I don't know where he is. His name is T.O.rture, T-O-U-R, and he's known for his mustache. And we're gonna be doing some walks together. So, but I'm made of sugar, okay? And I'm not a fan of being outdoors when the weather is bad. And I thought that the weather wasn't great this morning, but it actually turned out to be okay. But yeah, I might do like a morning walking thing. But I'm gonna wait until the weather's at least a little bit better, because I like nice weather, because I guess I'm a bit of a princess like that. Unless I'm getting paid. Now, if I went door to door and washed windows, etc., that's a bit different. But just to kind of do walking videos for fun, or at least until I grow into something. And again, I do apologize that it is a bit loud here. I'm right by Broadview Station. So this is, again, another major station. It's where you have a lot of streetcars connecting, and like major streetcars, like the Queen streetcar, the Dundas streetcar system, they all stop and connect here at Broadview. So Broadview is a pretty big and major station. At one point, they were considering putting the Bloor Danforth line here. Sorry, the new Ontario line here. They were considering putting the Ontario line through Broadview Station, but they decided against it. They decided to go to Pape, which I actually think is a better decision, to be completely honest. And now I'm just gonna make my way up Broadview. I like this graffiti over here, by the way. So Colin, so what do you do? I'm curious now. And I see that there's 4 people watching. I'm curious. So I see there's Colin, is Great Wolf, my Donlands buddy. Are you still online? For those of you who, like, you may not be able to tell, oh, hold on, I have to put the mute button on for a second. Or maybe I don't know. A lot of walktubers say that if you're walking by and there's music and it's like copyrighted, you have to put it on so that you don't get flagged, but whatever. Hi, Great North. So I cannot see, so when I look at, you may not know this, but in terms of like the chat, I can only see like at the bottom of my screen, the first like maybe 10 lines, everything else disappears. So I see myself, and then I see like a little chat, I guess, box, but that's only for 1 or 2 actual sort of chats. So sometimes I miss things, and the print is actually very small. Making breakfast. Okay, you're making breakfast. So I didn't realize that a lot of people like turning on walktubes and listening to people talk as they like either work or like make breakfast. They kind of like the what's the word I'm looking for? The white noise or the ambient. This is a really good coffee shop, by the way. Right at Broadview, and what's the name of the street again? Pretoria. And okay, so for those of you who don't actually know, how long have I lived in this neighborhood and how old am I? This shop over here, I've lived here so long, I remember when it was a porno shop. Do you remember porn video stores? Do you remember those? That was a porn video store back over there. Back in the day. Back in the day, that's what it was. And then gentrification happened. You could walk up to anybody and get reported. You're just likable. Even homophobes are that. Look at that. I'm gonna make my way to America, and I'm gonna go around to all of the MAGAs, and I'm gonna make them love the gays. I'm gonna be like, listen, come on, how can you hate us? I mean, I know that some gays are insufferable, I get it, but there's insufferable people in every collective, any community, I would say. That's such a gift, bro. Oh, thank you. You know, it's funny, I do think that you're right, and this is why I think, okay, believe it or not, I actually used to work in government. Before I became a flight attendant, I worked in government for about a decade. Government is not where you go if you have personality. Okay? You don't go to government if you have a personality. You go to government if you're dead on the inside and have no personality. You go to government if you want to be submissive. I'm not trying to dump on my former public servant friends. It's true, listen, it's in the title, public servant. Servant, you serve, you're servile. You are part of the bureaucracy, and the bureaucracy is invisible, right? Why? Because you're just a minion for politicians, and politicians are oh God, I'm trying to be, they're narcissists. But you have to be, right? You have to be. If you're gonna stand up and tell people to vote for you and meet people, you kind of have to be a bit deluded. You have to be a narcissist. So they are the stars. They are the divas. The public servants, you are just in the background doing their bidding. And that's fine. But Colin, as you can see, I'm the superstar. I'm the superstar. Says the moron who will eat his words when he needs a hospital. Hello, 000. M7. Yeah, what we see from them is pure ego and buckets of personality. That's true. For 000, are you a public servant? Are you a politician? And also, I'm not sure what needs a hospital. Hospital workers are hospital workers. Hospital workers are not public servants. So maybe I need to clarify. Public servants, I mean people that work in the actual bureaucracy, the policy people, the this and that, not the broader public sector like the police, the hospital workers, the firefighters, people that actually are out in the community doing work. That's not the public service, that's the broader public sector. The public service is the office bureaucrats who don't really do much. And even if they do, you certainly are not allowed to have any independent thinking, and you are not allowed to be innovative because that's not what government is. And again, you just need to learn to be quiet and not exist because politicians are the stars, and hey, let them be. But that just wasn't the right job for me. They are servile as well. I mean, yeah. Yet we see from them, hey, hi, good to see ya. So when I worked in the public service, I decided that it just really wasn't for me. And it takes a very particular type of person to work in public service bureaucracies. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And just like any job, you go, you do it, you try, you make your money. It's just a job, right? Like you said, we all got to be in charge of our own souls. That's very true. We have to make decisions for ourselves about what we think is important and what's right. And we also have to live our lives, right? I remember when I worked in government, I remember encountering so many times people who were like, I'm here for a pension, I'm here for a pension, here for a pension. And especially in and after COVID, there were people who got sick, there were people who died. And I remember they were just like, I did a job that I didn't like. I worked for an organization I didn't like for a pension. Now I'm not going to enjoy that pension, and I feel like I've wasted my life. That was actually some of the conversations that I had with people who passed away, unfortunately, that really compelled me to leave government, where I realized life is short and there's more to life than just a pension. Can't be reckless with your money. You have to plan for the future, but you can't just live for the future because the future will never actually arrive, So you have to live for today as well. Maybe I will open up a power washing business, Colin. Maybe I'll open up a power washing business. Who knows? So we are approaching Mortimer/Pottery Road. We're approaching Pottery Road. And in fact, I previously did a video where I made my way down Pottery Road to Brick Green Everworks during a snowstorm, actually. But I'm not going to do that today. But I'm going to turn around just so you can see. That's where we're headed. And there's a Dairy Queen there, by the way. One of the few Dairy Queens that are left, which during the summertime is bumping. Like, it's bumping. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to go to Dairy Queen. The sun is back out. Look at that. And it seems like the fog is actually clearing. Like, the fog is clearing. Look at that. See, it's funny, when I woke up, I'm like, I don't think the fog didn't be there after. I'm going to go and I'm going to do this walk now. And I'm glad that I did. And now I'm hungry because I've been walking for the last hour and 20 minutes and just on coffee and a hope and a dream, and I guess maybe some personality. And I'm a moron. You can do it. I left school in grade 10 and made it happen. You can definitely do it. It just becomes your life, and you got to get good at public service. I honestly did not mean to throw shade at the public service and my former public service colleagues. I really didn't. Because I still have friends who work there, and it is a very, very tough job, but you have to be really good at taking direction and just kind of doing as you're told, right? You're there, you're part of the machinery, you do as you're told, et cetera, et cetera. There's no space for creativity. And again, unfortunately, you have to deal with politicians being your ultimate bosses, in the sense that they're the decision makers who say yes or no, and you're basically there to do their bidding. And I mean, what qualifies a politician to be the Minister of Health or Justice or infrastructure or any of these things, right? Like, do these people have an education or a background in this? Do they have expertise? Usually no. And that's unfortunately why we end up at times with this situation that we end up with. But sometimes they do. But this is the system that we have, and we have to work for it. So my hat's off to people that can do that work. But I just decided for myself it wasn't worth it. There's a Dairy Queen, by the way. And you can grab an ice cream and then head down Pottery Road towards the Evergreen Brickworks. Please stop talking out of both sides of your mouth. Yeah. Can I ask why you're watching if you don't like what it is that I'm saying? I'm curious. 000. I mean, you're telling me to stop talking, but literally that's all I'm doing on this walking tour. A little walking video. So what's keeping you here? I'm curious. You're attractive. I mean, if you're looking for looks, I mean, here we go. Do you just want me to be quiet so you can adore my face? Hey, that's okay, man, if you swing that way. .000. Should I call you 000 or M7J5B? Do you work in the public service? I know. Angelo's a lover and 000 is the fighter. I'm a fighter too. I'm Greek. Don't. Greek people are spicy people. We are fighters too. But I am also a bit of a lover. Angelo's a lover. Great North, what are you making for breakfast? What are you making for breakfast? I'm curious. I remember, FYI, on Broadview, this used to be a strip mall that had a really great view of the valley over there. And there used to be a Harvey's there that had this really great like concrete patio. There was a dry cleaners there. There were a couple of other things there. And then they built that condo. It's a nice condo, by the way. I know someone who lived there, and like the view is, there were concerns that the building was actually gonna fall off into Pottery Road while they were building it, so they actually had to like delay the construction by like a year or two to like further reinforce it. I would have been very nervous as a homeowner, as an investor, if I got that email being like, we're not sure if this building is gonna collapse. Yeah, Great North, what did you make for breakfast? I'm curious. Eggs or French toast? Oatmeal? Oh, it seems like the lights are out here. That's interesting. 000 had nothing to say after that clever comment from my girlfriend. Listen, like I said, if people... What the hell happened here? We have the red flashing lights. It's turned into a four-way stop. I mean, listen, if people decide that they want to hop on just to hate on people, like that's on them. You know what I mean? I think it's sad. I think if you're gonna live your life to be angry and full of hate, just go out for a walk. Walking is great. Fried egg whites, avocado slices, breakfast sausage, onion. Damn, you're eating all that and you're on reserve? How are you gonna finish your uniform? When I was on reserve, I would barely eat anything because I'm just like, okay, gotta put these pants on, these abusive pants that seem to just like be like the way that my former employer just wanted to make me feel like garbage. just like you are garbage, and I'm gonna let you know that you are garbage because I'm gonna make you wear these horribly fitting pants to go into work. I almost bought a dress. And they're like, you know what? I've had enough of this. But then I think they would have made a big issue about me having to shave my legs, and anyways, it's a great perspective for me. Lol at the ingredients, super. It is actually very healthy. It is. Yes, it's very, very, very healthy. It is healthy. Unfortunately, I cannot eat eggs. They bother me, sadly. So that's unfortunately one food that is outside of like my range, which is sad because it's so easy to like fry up eggs or boil eggs. So accessible, and unfortunately not for me. Ugh. Yeah, I need to get off of this main road because it's loud. Today's gonna be a nice day. I mean, it's supposed to rain on and off, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do another walk later on. It's been so long, like winter in Toronto. I mean, I think there's only 3 people on here. I think it's Colin and Great North, and maybe one other person. I'm assuming everyone's from in and around this area. Like, our winter was so egg. Yeah, egg unfortunately bothers me. Winter was so bad in Toronto, the Greater Toronto area, that literally all I want to do is be outdoors and walk when the weather's nice. That's all I want to do. Just do it. All right. Well, gentlemen, for the few remaining individuals, I am almost home. Colin, I'm gonna subscribe to your YouTube channel. And Great North, I'm gonna subscribe to your YouTube channel, even if you don't post anything, just so you know I have your contact there. Sounds like you want to do door-to-door. I love how you are pushing this door-to-door agenda. I will consider it, but first I need to go home and eat before I collapse. But I will actually look up that guy's videos. And I'm gonna subscribe to both of your channels, and that way I have your contact info. And yeah, let's go for a drink. Great North? Not now. Yes, not now. First food, and I'm gonna watch Josh Lester. I am actually gonna watch Josh Lester. And you're giving me some ideas because listen, at some point you do need to do a job to make money. This is not a money-making thing, at least now, and it probably won't be for a while, and that's okay. This is actually just something I'm doing for fun. I am thinking actually about opening up my own travel company, doing like walking tours in Toronto. So part of this walk tubing and this walking and some of the content that I'm going to be creating and posting is kind of like in service of getting people sort of like familiar with who I am and what I do. And I was thinking about opening up like a walking tour company in Toronto. So some business ideas there, but yes, at some point I will need to actually do something to make money, and maybe door-to-door stuff is something to think about. Bro, you could cold call for that. Guys, this was actually a pleasure. I'm really glad that both of you joined, and I'm gonna subscribe to you both, and that way I have your contact, and just look out for messages from me. And Great North, good luck with reserve, and I will send you a message as well, and let me know what your schedule is looking like. Let's talk more about that next time. All right, guys. And also, if you want, you can add me on Instagram, because I do a lot of chatting through there as well, which is Traveler with 2 L's Gay Solo. It's basically the same thing as my YouTube channel, but yeah, that's one way is there, and I might follow you guys back. All right, have a good morning, and I might actually see you again in the afternoon because I have no idea what I'm doing today. Ciao, guys. Have a great day, Angelo. Yes, bye.